Rose casts an apologetic smile at the woman beside her before the awkward silence stretches on further. That doesn't look like an apologetic.
Yeah.
That's just... I don't know what kind of smile that is.
It looks kind of creepy, actually.
It does.
A little bit.
It's her saleswoman's... Alright, that makes sense.
Alright, that makes sense, yeah.
Hello everyone, Kimi and Coco, your hosts from 4pixels here, with Buttons and Leifule from Cacophony of Games. We are continuing The Letter, which is a game that we first did an hour-long stream of, but now we're just going to continue with regular recordings. So, let's go on ahead.
Yay! Yeah, we're here.
Oh boy.
Can't wait to see what horrible, horrible thing we've gotten ourselves into.
Buttons, go for it. Be the mysterious voice.
Oh, okay. Isabella?
5 more minutes, Becca.
Oh, okay. Probably not who she's actually talking to.
Probably Becca.
I swat away at what is nudging persistently at my side. Come on.
Yeah.
Can I just get a few extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up.
That never works. Don't do it.
A hand lightly taps my cheek, and something cold is suddenly being pressed at the back of my head. Oh boy.
Well, that would freak me out.
The icy sensation slowly spreads through the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling.
You can sort of hear her.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Rose.
Yeah, it could be Rose also. Most probably, since she was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
The fog of unconsciousness immediately lifts from my mind the moment I recognize the voice, and my eyes snap open. There, looking down at me, is Rose. Another woman loiters beside her, but my attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask why there's someone else with her. Rose's posture just screams worry, although she is keeping a straight face, or trying at least. I can't help but feel
She looks
bad
pretty
for making
spooked.
her fret. A wave of dizziness washes over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Luckily, it subsides after a few seconds, until only a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. With a little assistance from Rose, I push myself upright. She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it where I suspect a small bump has already formed, if the light ache in the area is any indication.
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
The Ermengarde mansion. Why?
I
Oh,
can't,
that was
never
definitely...
noticed that.
I can't take it seriously after you pointed that out.
Yeah, I know.
Ow, my head.
And the date today?
October 21st? Rose.
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
15, 14,
Nope.
13,
That's hard.
12, no, that's wrong. Why are we doing this?
She's just checking to see if your injury is in any way serious.
This time, I curiously regard the woman standing beside Rose. It's impossible to overlook her, what with the way she towers over us. I don't like you already.
Wow.
No, I really like her, and and here I thought Rose is already tall. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning crews?
Way
Because
wrong.
obviously she looks like someone who cleans.
Yeah, But with how primly dressed she is, I don't think anyone will want to clean in a suit. An expensive suit at that. The gloves alone must have already cost a fortune. Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unreadable expression, before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like she's my supervisor during evaluation days.
Just do it, please.
I eye them both warily, but recite everything as she asked. Rose releases a brief breath of relief once I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance when you started stirring. Are you alright?
Ambulance may be a little drastic, but sure.
Exasperation depends. I mean, she seems to have hit her head.
Concussions are nothing to mess with. That's true.
Exasperation soon replaces the dull ache. The memory's a little fuzzy, but the attic and...
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews.
Yeah, of
I'd hope
course.
not.
A few of them back this morning for some last minute.
No, not any of those. They're...
She did the opposite of clean.
I'm not actually sure. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
Both Rose and the lady look at me like I've just grown in another head.
Well, let's call that ambulance.
God, didn't know a concussion could do that.
Shots fired.
Did I say something weird? Rose casts an apologetic smile at the woman beside her before the awkward silence stretches on further. That doesn't look like an apologetic.
Yeah.
That's just... I don't know what kind of smile that is.
It looks kind of creepy, actually.
It does.
A little bit.
It's her saleswoman's... Alright, that makes sense.
Alright,
I
that
can
makes
see
sense.
it.
Yeah.
It's her saleswoman's smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still her trainee. I should show this to troublesome clients or just to avoid trouble in general, she advised. It's also the one she gives me when I've done something particularly absurd that may cause us to lose a potential sale.
Oh, you do that a lot?
Apparently.
Her eyes are serious when she turns back to me.
You're in trouble.
She takes both of my shoulders, gently squeezes it, and with as much patience as she can muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you. You know, signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call. Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really all right? What happened?
Well,
don't
you
know.
see.
It's all a bit blurry.
Saw a bad case of athlete's foot.
I remember I was looking
Doesn't
for
she
you
have the
while
letter?
You were in the attic. And
That she
And
has to
there's
show to other 5 people.
whatever it is,
Yeah.
then I must
We're
have
gonna
tripped
start
on
with
a
these
rug
two.
or something
This is
on the way
two.
down.
There you go.
Three to go.
Oh,
Then when we get all
Oh,
5, we
no.
can get good luck for
do you
5
think
years.
someone came in while you were out?
Yay!
You left the main door open.
Instead of dead bodies for 3.
We are so going to get into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
Perhaps it is a concussion.
Wow.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, I need the money.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work.
Wait. Hold your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale because of a minor bump in the head.
Minor?
An extremely minor bump, Kime. Tiny, itty-bitty, barely noticeable.
I'm surprised she didn't break something.
Yeah.
I've had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing.
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder
Wow.
everything in the open house, alone. And in a mansion this big?
Well, there's also the part where I may lose that bonus BRC promised, but that's completely beside the point.
Of course.
Rose gives me a skeptical look when I return the cold compress to her and push myself off the floor. I have to use the staircase's railings to steady myself, but otherwise I feel fine.
See? I'm A-okay.
The two of them exchange a worried glance, and Rose assumes a contemplative look. I bite my lower lip in anticipation. If she says no...
Alright, you in.
A smile threatens to slip out from me.
If I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked.
It's just a small
By the way,
bump.
here's his letter.
Don't worry.
Yeah, right?
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things.
Okay.
It could be a serious injury for all we know.
I feel like that's going to be the least of your problems.
Seriously, though.
Suddenly, a small cough sounds against the walls of the foyer, interrupting our banter. The woman is looking expectantly at the two of us, her stare making me shrink back a little on myself. She isn't really intimidating. Well, she is. But not in the scary negative way. Far from
Maybe
it,
a little.
actually. Her demeanor simply commands an air of sophistication and respect. In a different world, a younger me would have probably wished to be like her, and crushed super fucking hard. She coughs again, lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me in question. Words get caught in my tongue, and Rose, as usual, is swift to catch my own blunders.
My sincerest apologies, Mrs.
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
How? What color?
McCulloch,
It's Irish.
She's Irish, so...
she hands
Ah.
Rose her business card. That looks really good.
Rose
At
design.
xmail.com. What kind of interior design is this?
Oh. The right kind.
The kind that involves a lot of black and leather.
On it.
The words interior designer catch my eyes before my partner flips it over. Oh, probably someone interested in the mansion for its 17th century influences then. I won't hold it against her though. Despite the hearsays and remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion's original fittings and furniture have been kept completely intact and restored to pristine condition. I suppose some people find that trip to the past feeling appealing. After all, with what it offers, this place is a definite haven for people looking to live somewhere with a classic historical charm.
Miss McCullough, I'm
And
Rose
I.
Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough. In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please.
Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place. I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
The confused look on Rose's face is impossible to miss when she glances at me. I return it with an equally perplexed look. And, against my better judgment, I blurt out the first question that comes to mind.
I'm sorry. Homeowners?
I should have kept my mouth shut.
Mm.
A flash of irritation crosses her face, but it instantly disappears under a mask of professional detachment.
Yes. Hannah Wright? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home. This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
It is, but
She pauses, possibly trying to find the right words to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. Rose nudges me with her elbow.
I mean, she just bumped her head. Like, she just fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Like, just let her rest instead of, like, making her word things.
I don't know if it would be better to be like, oh yeah, we're totally going to check with our supervisor on this, or to be like, I don't know, and play off the concussion. But
Will she play off the concussion though? I mean, I
Well,
will do it.
I don't
but-
fucking know.
Well, like, well, the impression that I got is that we're trying to sell the house, and she's acting like it's already been bought.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think we understand that. What does everyone think as far as?
I mean, I'm kind of confused because yeah, they're trying to sell the house, but like, she said that they were already, like, that there were already owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think she is under
Right.
the impression that it's already been sold when it hasn't been.
True. Yeah, I didn't catch that when she said, "Oh yeah, it's weird."
All right.
Adam,
How many
my
people
gut
want to
says the
go with?
first one?
Yeah. How many people want to go with the first one?
Let's go. Yeah, I mean, let's go to the professional. We'll check with our supervisors. It's never good to say I don't know.
Yeah,
That's true.
All right, we'll check with our
Yeah, my gut
supervisor.
feeling.
Relationship status updated. Let's see.
Oh, let's see what we fucked up.
Oh, now we.
Oh
Nope.
no!
Oh,
went up.
nice.
We have a buff for Marianne.
Okay.
You didn't screw things up after all.
Those few moments have given me enough time to clear my head of any nervousness or confusion clouding it.
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
What do you mean?
I almost flinch when she turns her gaze on me, but I stand my ground. Besides, it isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before.
She probably has a lot of practice.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it sounds
I mean,
like
after
she
that
is a
corpse on the
walking
couch.
awkward situation, so...
I may screw up at times, but that doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years I've worked in the business.
Ooh.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property.
She sounds so
If you'd like,
professional
my
now.
agent and me can check with them right now.
She nods, seemingly in deep thought after I've finished. She appears to be a reasonable person anyway. Giving the proper explanation, she'll likely understand.
I
Will
thought
she?
something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me, I think I need to make a call to my secretary. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
With a slight wave of her hand, she leaves us, presumably to double-check with someone on her side.
You know, this is kind of unrelated, but I kind of wonder why she goes with Santos, like of all her names, since given that it's the last one,
That could have...
because I don't know, usually we go with the first one. No?
Wait, let me check something. Whoops. Profiles... I think it's...
María Isabella Grace.
It just could be that maybe that's her, That doesn't
Well,
mention her mother.
The other thing too is that if this is because it takes place in like fake Europe or fake England, all the paperwork takes the last, regardless of personal use.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So
I wasn't aware
her
of that.
legal name would be Isabella. The rest of it would be her middle name, and then Santos would be the last name on all her paperwork.
Both Rose and I breathe a sigh of relief. Disaster averted. I also don't miss the thumbs up she gives me for doing a good job, and I can't help but swell with pride. Still, I've already prepared myself to dial the number to her Luxburn office and check, even if she didn't ask for it. I will be very frustrated if, for some reason, an agreement has already been decided without my or Rose's knowledge. That's a whole new level of unfair. We've been working hard on this. Moments later, Miss McCulloch returns,
She's blushing.
looking a little frustrated,
Oh, no.
but an apology clear in her face.
Poor baby.
I feel a little sorry for her having to go through all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here.
No. Out. Goodbye.
I was informed that he'd dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
Certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And, Isabella, I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those. Can you please get it for me?
And drive off and never come back here again.
Seriously though?
That sounds tempting, actually.
Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing me a set of keys.
And hurry. We've still got a few minutes to double check those papers.
Okay, got it. Give me a few minutes.
Journal updated. The two of them disappear behind the parlor's door.
Okay, yeah, just
Okay.
get the girl that just fell down the stairs
October
to run to the
21st,
car.
they said.
I was looking at the time thing. I feel like the entire thing is going to culminate on the 31st.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Want to read, Tori?
Oh, sure.
You're the new journal master.
Okay then. Rose Cooper. Oh, bless you. Rose Cooper, along with a woman who introduced herself as Marianne McCulloch, found Isabella Santos lying unconscious in the mansion's foyer before the open house's start. Unable to recall what happened prior, Isabella insisted on working, despite her co-agent's worries about her well-being.
Okay.
Well then.
Alright, and we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
See you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.